Hi physicists! Today I'm going to talk to you about independent variable versus dependent variable experiments with the help of my cat, Belle. Now, just so you know, Belle is not named after Beauty and the Beast Belle. She's named after Jocelyn Bell, who discovered pulsars. So I'm going to conduct an experiment with Belle. I want to know if the number of treats that I feed her, so I have a bucket of treats, affects how loudly she purrs. And I'm going to measure how loudly she purrs using this decibel meter on my iPad. You probably can't see that very well, but it records basically the sound level, how loud something is. So I'm going to put that right here under Belle, and I'm going to feed her a treat. So here we go. Here's one treat. I'm recording 46 decibels. Now I'm going to feed her two treats. Here's two treats. Oh, it did increase her sound level of her purr. She started purring louder when she saw two treats. Okay, we are now going to try 3 treats. So she went to 47 decibels. All right, 3 treats. Here you go, Belle. She went up to 48 decibels. Let's see about 4 treats. Here we've got 4 treats. Seems to be staying at 48 decibels. That might be as loudly as she can purr. All right, let's try. Got 5 treats. 49 decibels. I think that's enough treats for you, little girl. Is that enough treats? I think that's enough treats. All right, so that might have sounded a little silly, but here's the overall understanding that I want you to take away. In this experiment, I was trying to see how the number of treats affected how loud Belle purred. So the number of treats would be my independent variable. It's the thing I'm changing. I'm changing it 1 treat, and then I'm trying 2 treats, and then I'm trying 3 treats. So independent variable is the thing I change. The dependent variable is the thing that I'm measuring to see if it got affected by the independent variable. So the more treats I fed her, the louder she purred. And I was actually able to measure that on my sound meter, my sound sensor on my iPad, which is kind of cool. So when you're looking at independent versus dependent variables, you're looking for what is it that you're changing? What is it that you're trying? What are you trying out? And then what are you seeing if it gets affected, to see if 2 variables have a relationship together. Now, one thing that we also need to talk about is constants. Constants is something that you would want to keep the same in your experiment. So let's say that I had Belle and I was feeding her a treat, and then I tossed Belle aside and I grabbed my other cat, Maxwell, and then I fed him 2 treats. Well, he has a different purr. He has a different volume of purr, I'm sure. So that would not be a fair experiment. You want to stick to the same cat throughout. Also, like, what if I started out with these treats and then I changed to a different treat? That would also not be fair, right? Like, she might like a different treat more than she likes these treats. So you have to hold some things constant in your experiment so that you're really isolating number of a certain type of treat to sound level of purr of this one particular cat. And then another piece of your experiment is just explaining how you would measure those 2 variables. Well, all I needed to say for my experiment was, oh, I counted the number of treats I gave her. I gave her 1 treat, and then I gave her 2 treats. And then the other piece for the dependent variable, I used a sound sensor on my iPad. That's literally all you'd have to say. It's just a very brief description of how you would measure your experiment. So that's an example of independent versus dependent variable experiments. Good luck, physicists. I know you can do it.